for a live set. A couple of people got on there, and someone said Stan Getz. Dude, I will actually take requests, and I will take challenges. I'll take musical challenges for sure. Do my own little like good treatment of it. But right at the end there, I don't know if it got it on camera at all, but right as I'm finishing up that set, this guy he's like sitting down and eyeballing me. See him out of the corner of my eyes, but I'm just into it. I'm like closing my eyes and like really getting into it and just being like not even trying to be that gray man who's just playing music, you know. And this guy sits down. This guy sits down across from me, and then he starts coming up and talking to me, and he's talking all low, and I'm just like, all right, man, all right. He's got like a low talker, you know. He's got that undertalk voice, and I was like trying to gather what he was saying, but I couldn't quite gather. But I'm just like nodding, you know. I mean, like, yeah, man, that's right, man. And then I basically gathered he's saying, you know, like, you're not in the right place to make any money. And I'm like, yeah, man, I know. People don't get it because people are just thinking about money, like just getting a dollar. And I get it, dude. I get it. But I'm like, yeah, I know. I just don't have the energy to like go put myself in a place and play music, right? Like I don't have the energy to put myself in a place where I can make music, where I can make money. Usually, like in order to do that, you have to be in a place which takes some work and preparation, and you have to be like, you know, relatively nicely dressed and all like, you know, kempt. You have to be well kempt. You have to be like straight, and so it takes a little bit of effort. It takes a little work, and if you're working all day, like I worked all day, and then I was just like driving home, and then I was just like, I gotta go get some raw milk. So I went to the Rabbit Cafe. I got a recording that too. Went to the Swamp Rabbit Cafe on the Swamp Rabbit Trail. A really cool spot. And I played a little bit of music there. I got some kombucha and I got some raw milk. And I then played a little bit of music outside there. And I was thinking it would be really cool to do an open mic and ask if I could do an open mic. But usually people will let you do stuff, but you have to do it, right? So it's like, well, the responsibility of doing, right? The responsibility of doing. So if you say you're going to do it, you got to do it. So I'm like, oh, it's a big responsibility. Can handle that? Probably not. So what I'm probably going to continue to do, since I can't really handle any sort of like, you know, management, you know, if I hired a manager, I might be able to do something like that. But right now I got to do the management. So like musical management, it's a lot of work, right? And so if I had a guy being like, you need to be dressed and ready to go right here this time and have your saxophone ready, you know, I'll be like, okay, I can do it. But me, I'm just like, all right, I got to go set up. I'm the show. I got to set up everything. I got to go try to hopefully find a parking place close enough or use a wagon and get my stuff all the way downtown. And I'll do that, though. That's the thing. I will put effort in, but I'm just like, what's the use, you know? I'm not even that good. Like, I'm not even that good. Like, I'm not as good as I will be, right? Like, I can see that I'm still have, you know, I'm not. I mean, anybody who's honest with me, like, there's some good moments. But I want, like, you know, like David said in the Psalms, let my hands play skillfully unto the Lord. You know, you want your hands to play skillfully unto the Lord. And I want to get better, of course. But it's good enough for, like, warfare, right? It's good enough for, I got a dull sword, but it'll still cleave if you swing it hard enough. So I got a dull sword with my music, but I still want to use it. I'm still at war. Like, we still got to go for it, right? You know, there's no messing around here. We're not messing around because there's no more time. There's no more time to mess around. And why would you want to? And even if there was time to mess around, why would you want to use that time to mess around? Let's not mess around, you know. Let's actually do some things, get some jobs done, take back the enemy is stolen, you know. Once you see the lie, you snatch back what was taken from the lie, right? They take the lie, they say the lie in order to steal, kill, and destroy, right? So they steal a little bit, kill a little bit, destroy a little bit. Well, now, if you see the lie, because now the lies, the apocalypse has been, the apocalypse is now, the revealing now, the unveiling, the revealing and the unveiling, the opening of the doors, the understanding now. It's clear to see so many things, and a lot of the lies, which they use to take a bunch of stuff, including our hearts. Oh, be afraid, be afraid, be afraid, right? Oh, well, why they were being afraid, why they were telling us to be afraid was actually a lie. You know, it was all fake. It was all a TV show. It was all propaganda. You know, it was all mind control and suggestive programming. And now it's like, oh, well, now we see your stupid ways, your boomer tech. It's like they say, like the moon landing, you know, like the technology has outgrown the moon landing. Now you look back at the moon landing footage, you're like, obviously fake. Obviously, right? And but people are like, well, at this point, people just move on. They're like, yeah, maybe it is, maybe it's not. It doesn't matter to me because, like, I'm hooked on, you know, pills or whatever. You know, the common person's hooked on pills. Am I right? When, what wrong? What? Message redacted. The polar bear, did you redact a message? Miguel, are you guys all real people? Have a conversation with me about this stuff. I think about this stuff a lot. Like, what is it all worth? What is it all worth? Does anybody want to talk to me about this? No, but it's the world is what it is, and you have to deal with the truth of what it is. There can be ideals. I wish it was like this. I should be like this. Well, yeah, but it is like this. The fact is that there is a huge oligarch of rulers that have lots of money and satanic predilections, and they believe that they are the ascended ones, and we are all the ones that are to die because of their evolution. They're the gods, right? Which is obviously not true. It's obviously they're just like inbred retards. You know, Jonas Salk. You know, survival of the wisest. Check out Jay Dyer's video about Jonas Salk for survival of the wisest, who wrote in the 70s about how they wanted to use vaccines to bring leukemias and cancers to experiment on the sheeple before they were all just killed off anyway. Jonas Salk, the father of vaccines, quote unquote. That's what they call him. He is. He's the polio dude. Gave a whole bunch of people poisoning through polio shots. DDT poisoning was causing all sorts of, like, you know, malformed babies and all sorts of crazy issues. And they're like, oh, it must be something that is mysteriously in the air. And, oh, thank God that this guy came with his shots. It was all, dude, it's all coming true now. I mean, it's all coming to bear now. It's all being revealed. It has been revealed. You've got to have your head in the sand. You got to be watching the news. You got to be thinking Dr. Fauci is actually a real person, not just a character actor. You got to be thinking that, you know, Joe Biden and Donald Trump are actually real people and not just character actors in this crazy play to distract you from what actually matters, which is just breathing the air and putting your face in the dirt before God and thanksgiving, giving him glory, and then raising your children and killing the zombies and, you know, hating the Antichrist. You know, that's what it's all about. I mean, we're at war, right? Dark arts. Do you know Project MK Ultra? Yeah, Project MK Ultra and Project Paperclip Well, I don't know if the links are there, but MK Ultra for sure. We are all subjects of MK Ultra, and they used the. It's not so much a super soldier like one person being MK Ultra. It's about all of us being MK Ultra through the movies, through the media, now through cell phones and AI. All everything like that, dude. Zuckerberg's got a whole bunch of people that just want the chip. They're like, "Get me in. It would be great to just not have to move my arms to drive." It's like, dude, are you that soft? God gave you awesome arms to move. It's fun to move your arms. You can flex. You can show off your biceps or whatever. Or your liquid dancing. Arms are awesome. Why wouldn't you want to move your arms? Oh, I want to plug into the metaverse. I'm plug into the metaverse. Yeah, shout out GT's Express Mart around Greenville, South Kakalaki. You guys are gonna be able to pinpoint my location if I stay on the horn here. Face in the dirt for God. No thanks. I didn't ask if you knew what they were. I just knew you'd believe it. Knew what was David Brock. Me too, David Brock. Phonics, David Brock. When? I don't know. David Brock's talking shit. David Brock. David Broche. David Broche. Listen, David Broche. Me too. Nah, you got. Listen, I don't know, dude. The truth is the truth. And everything points to the proper epistemology being based in God. Not just any God, but a righteous God, a good God. And a triune God, actually. So if you follow the logical pit holes, if you got an axe to grind, you're going to trip yourself up. You're going to find a reason not to believe. But it's facts. It's absolute facts. Orthodox Christianity has all the documents. Just, you thought Alex Jones had the documents. Alex Jones thinks he has the documents. The Orthodox Church really has the documents. But it's true. All records kept. 2,000 years of records kept of the continuation of the church, testimonies of saints and miracles and everything, the actual power of God. And we Westerners were like, oh, we're special. We're a fucking bunch of Protestants, which are schisms of a schism, because the Roman church was a schism of the original church. And so the Protestants are a schism of the schism. So messed up. And we're like fighting, like, oh, ma. No, dude, just have fun with it. Regardless of all that stuff, have fun with it. It is just true. And Bruce can be all mad. Bruce is Osei. But anyway, yesterday I found a PDF file from the official CIA.gov website on their mind control testing in 1970 and the creation of LSD. Yeah, dude, keep searching. I've been on this trail. I've been looking at all this crazy stuff for years, since my kids were little, and I got 20-year-olds. I got 20-year-old are my oldest kids. I've been looking at this stuff for years, and a lot of y'all are catching up, but I credit a lot of good people, including Revelation Radio Network, Basil and Gons, Canary Cry Radio. Those guys are fantastic. They always preach, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we're talking about the Antichrist. Like, we hate the Antichrist, by the way, and we're taking him out. We're going to use our powers, and we're going to do it having fun. We're going to use our shofars, our saxophones. We are going to spread a joyful noise unto the Lord. But here I am. Peace out. Peace out from upstate South Kakalaki. I hope you're on point